My brothers and sisters, Christians in Iraq and Syria face a pivotal moment. Having been subject to genocide by ISIS, they now risk disappearing from their homelands without our help. Christians in Iraq and Syria are among the oldest Christian communities in the world. The New Testament tells us that St. Paul didn't baptize the Christians of Damascus, they baptized him. And it's estimated that there were actually more Christians in the Middle East than in Europe until about the year 1000. ISIS attacks on Christians in Iraq and Syria resulted in thousands of deaths and hundreds of thousands of people displaced. In Iraq, the number of Christians fell from 1.5 million before 2003 to only 200,000 or so today. Motivated by a hateful and warped ideology, ISIS specifically targeted religious minorities like Yazidis and Shia Muslims, as well as Christians. Christians persecuted by ISIS in Iraq and Syria were given the choice of renouncing their faith, fleeing, or being killed. The fact that the overwhelming majority kept their faith, even though it meant that they had to leave what were often comfortable middle-class lives, is a great witness to the power of their faith. The story of the Christians persecuted by ISIS is also a story of forgiveness. Despite the atrocities committed against them, they have been willing to forgive their attackers. This is a great lesson for each of us about the importance and power of mercy and reconciliation. This sort of forgiveness is a key element of what Christians are called to do. The Archdiocese of Hartford is pioneering a program that will allow Catholic high schools to adopt a Christian town in Iraq or Syria and to help the people of those towns with necessities and, where possible, the ability to return home. We are joined in our efforts by the Knights of Columbus, for whom the plight of persecuted Christians in the Middle East is a major concern. We urge our students not only to pray for these people, but also to help them financially if they can. About $70 will feed a displaced family for a month in Iraq. About $2,000 will help to reconstruct a family's home. I want to thank in advance our high school communities for their interest and support in learning about this crisis and in helping to bring healing and help to our Mideastern brothers and sisters in the faith. I know you join me in asking God's blessing on our efforts.